Now then. When I call your name, please answer in the affirmative so we know who has survived this shipwreck onto this uncharted island. Please do not answer if you are dead. First up, Inspector Gregson. Here. Now, Lord Earl Mountbattenson.
Here.
Judge Reinhold. James Kavanagh, QC.
Here.
Oh, Superintendent Chalmers.
Higher!
Sherlock Holmes.
Here!
Dr. Watson. Oh, no, that's right. There was a last-minute replacement, wasn't there? Mycroft Holmes.
Present.
And Zob Sr. Zob. Absent. Right. Look lively, everyone. Let's reconvene at base camp in 5 minutes' time. Pick up the pace. Come on. Pick up the pace.
If there is one element of this world that I, Mycroft Holmes, could gladly live without, it's the outside. It's either too hot or too cold, sometimes at the same time. No, I'd much rather to have 4 sturdy walls, an inoffensive ceiling, and generously proportioned doors that both open, and I cannot stress this enough, close. In fact, the only thing that's mildly more inconvenient than the concept of the exterior is being marooned on a jungle island in the middle of the English Channel.
Now, did you notice, Brother Mine,
Oh, well, naturally.
that all the passengers on board this ship that so perilously crashed into this island are connected?
Yes, indeed, to that Napoleon of crime himself, Professor James Moriarty.
But Moriarty is dead, Holmes.
Yes, typical of him.
What?
Only he would be so clever as to organize a ship for all his enemies to get on that is entirely automatically piloted, that would go to a mysterious location from beyond the grave.
Well, we can't stand here hypothesizing all day. I'm declaring myself leader of this little excursion. Let's pick up the pace! Pick up the pace.
So we all set about our tasks. I, for one, was on lunch duty. On the far side of the island, collecting firewood, was the Lord Earl Mountbattenson and James Kavanagh, QC. When suddenly a dark shape arose from the thick terrain and bore down on the pair. The ghastly figure snatched the pair and dragged them to the mountains. Their blood-curdling screams filled the air with terror. Everyone looked to each other for comfort. My gaze locked onto my brother. Not like that, you filthy, absolutely horrible idea.
I can see a residence right in the heart of the island.
Good God, man! 2 men are dead. Can't we just take a moment?
Gentlemen, we are sitting ducks if we stay out here. Stop that! I believe all the answers to our questions can be found at that residence.
Right. Well, let's meet at the entrance to the jungle in 5 minutes. Go in pairs. But be careful. We don't know who or what is out there. Look lively, look lively, look lively!
Come on, Mycroft, no point in dawdling around.
Oh, I thought I might stay behind here.
Stay here.
Oh, well, you know, it's been a very trying day. I thought I might supervise the wreckage in case it gets more wrecked.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. If you remain here isolated, you'll be easy pickings for whatever's out there. Look, I'm sorry. I did not mean to drag you into this. I had no idea it would go so awry.
Mysterious invitations to board mysterious vessels at midnight rarely lead to uneventful evenings.
Yes, well, that is why I need my far more capable big brother by my side when things go even more awry.
Persuasive flattery from you, Sherlock. You're either becoming soft or careless in your old age.
Well, as the Spanish say, porque no los dos.
Well, with my heart filled with fear and my head filled with praise, I joined my brother and the rest of the crew as we made our way through to the center of the island. We hacked and slashed our way through the wild, dense growth. The further we journeyed, the darker the jungle grew. We were not long into our trek when Judge Reinhold, who was going on about how his career stalled in the 1890s and was due for a comeback, was taken.
And that's when I solved the case of the Beverly Hills constable. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
No!
All that remained of him was splatterings of blood and rather large animal footprints.
What do you make of them, brother mine?
Well, they look somewhat familiar, but the sort of animal that would make such indentations would be nowhere near as big.
Precisely.
Well, there's nothing to be done now. We'd best keep moving. Move it! Twist it. Shake it.
Eventually our party would stumble upon the remains of what appeared to be a guinea pig, but roughly the size of a German shepherd.
That's huge!
Heart failure. It seems it couldn't cope with its own size. Its respiratory system has collapsed under the sheer mass of itself.
I understood wholeheartedly how it felt.
So, the beast died of natural causes.
There's nothing of nature about any of this, my dear Inspector.
So as we made our way through to the jungle, suddenly there was the sound of the snapping of a twig to the right of us. One of our more overzealous members of our party brandished his flaming torch and raced towards the sound.
Ah! I cannot take it anymore! Mile after mile of ugly creatures! Holmes, you're an old fella, but I'm off to steam a good ham! Ah!
Don't be a fool, Superintendent Chalmers!
We eventually found the poor man, or what was left of him. And not to mention an enormous, heaving, murderous giant rat. Or, oh, I should have led with that.
If this is how we meet our maker, let's do it on our feet instead of on our bloody knees.
Suddenly the giant rat attacked.
Ready?
Suddenly there was a deep, relentless, pulsing ringing. The rat snapped its head up and pointed towards the direction of the sound. It was a call, a summons.
Which proves my theory. This monster, the residents, all of it, it's controlled by a brilliant but ingenious mind that's come unhinged. We must find this blackguard and bring this to an end!
Yes!
And with that short, sharp call to action, Inspector Gregson, my brother and myself cut straight into the middle of the island to go and find this residence. Inspector Gregson and my brother kept a safe distance behind the rat. I, for one, kept an even safer distance, just in case there was some more giant things. Yes, that would do. But eventually we found that the rat would scurry into a large burrowed hole into the side of the mountain, above which was the residence. We climbed our way up and opened the giant oak door to find a cavernous laboratory, inside of which were canisters of very flammable liquids, and in glass tubes containing the remains of various strange animals, including tiny giraffes, medium budgerigars, very large newts, and oversized novelty pheasants.
That's grotesque.
My brother made quickly haste to the notes sitting on the bench.
It seems whoever's behind this is intending to breed an entire race of giant killer animals. And from what I can ascertain, the rodent family has been the most successful experiment.
Because rats are incredible survivors.
This was the man who had bred all of these monstrosities. This was the man behind it all.
I'm so glad you found my notes, Mr. Holmes. It cuts out the need for any tedious exposition.
Who is he?
Finally. You can't realize who this is, Mycroft? And a plan this brilliant and so monstrous, there's only one name that could be behind this plan. Moriarty. Thank you.
But James Moriarty is dead, Holmes.
Yes, the professor's name connects us all together, but a ghoul cannot predict the shipping forecast. No?
What?
Exactly. This is a relative. Mycroft, Gregson, let me introduce you to the youngest child of that foul Moriarty dynasty. I want to say... Derek?
After all this time, Mr. Holmes, it is a pleasure.
Well, the honor is all mine. What you have achieved here is impressive.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I planned it right down to the last decimal place. You see, first I would eliminate these officials that destroyed my brother, and then I would take their life and his reputation, because it was you who destroyed him at Reichenbach Falls.
Oh,
Ow. And lastly, but not leastly, my plague of giant rats would overcome the very empire that imprisoned and persecuted him. You see, Mr. Holmes, nothing in the world can stop me now.
I see what you are. A lunatic. A fanatic.
oh no, Mycroft, you are mistaken. Think of all the years of painstaking research and preparation, experimentation that went into all of this. I mean, look at all the failed attempts from earlier on. Remember the kittens, and the pheasants, and the giraffes. Let's not forget the pandas, the hippos, the galahs, the koalas. And then she experimented with experimentation with some the pterodactyls. I could keep on going, but I won't. They were all failures.
Ah, yes, much like that.
Well done.
My career's over.
Much like that giant guinea pig that we found earlier.
Exactly. All failures. Could you imagine the stress, the pain, the self-doubt that could put you through?
Yes, I admit those were difficult times, Mr. Holmes. Let me tell you all about it.
But
It
then
was-
Derek experimented on the mutations on one of the stowaway rats from a supply ship from Sumatra, Indonesia.
Now, how could you possibly know that?
Supply ship records. This scheme was never about me trying to solve anything. This was just Derek showing off how smart he is.
See, he admits it. I'm smart. Let me gloat to you all about it. My
So
IQ's
now,
over
with the
6,000.
Sumatran prototype all created and ready to go,
Dennis.
What?
The prototype's name is Dennis.
after Dennis had killed us all, this is where Derek's plan really escalated. He would breed more Sumatra giant rats, and then he would invade, conquer, and ultimately rule the United Kingdom. Could you imagine, gentlemen, what an entire horde of these animals could do? The empire would fall in a day. No, this is not some mad, crazy scheme.
I'm so glad you see the beauty in my plan, Mr. Holmes. Let me tell you how it all began.
Nor is it a work of genius. No, this is a tragedy.
You what?
You know, I find it amusing, really, to be honest with you, that you'd sacrifice so much, go so far, for a brother who never mentioned you.
Shut up!
In fact, oh,
Thank you. Bit slow there.
in fact,
I can go faster. Do you want to see?
yeah, show me.
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, the other one! In fact, not only did your brother not mention you, no one in the entire Moriarty family has ever mentioned you, have they? Have they? Have they? Have they? Have they?
Oh, what a beautifully evil dinner, my darling.
A wonderfully evil dinner and a wonderfully evil night with our wonderfully evil family.
Indeed. Oh, James, what delightfully evil things did you get up to today?
I started a drug empire today.
I can tell. That's where the empire is.
Don't test the merchandise, we tell you.
Sorry.
And what else did you do?
I also burned a nunnery.
Oh, how beautifully evil, isn't it, Medusa?
Oh, just as wonderfully evil as her beautifully evil husband, that's you. Blofeld Musk Luther Moriarty.
Oh, I love how evil our evil family is.
And I love our wonderfully evil family too. Stop sniffing at them.
I also did things today.
What did you do?
I made friends with the squirrel.
A squirrel? A squirrel? Squirrel! No, oh, my evil heart! I wasn't supposed to hear about squirrels! Ah!
Daddy.
He's...
Again?
Daddy.
Good. He's dead! How could you? You'll never be a real Moriarty! Artie! Artie! R2-D2 C3PO!
Yes. I suppose, in a way, I inadvertently killed my father. That still technically counts as evil, right? That still counts, right? Right? Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway. That's beside the point. Come, Dennis. Feed. Feed.
Mycroft, get that summoning device!
Oh, no, I dropped it. Oh,
Where is it? It's right at your feet!
Oh, where?
Grab the summoning device at your feet now!
No! Could we just build a new one?
Quickly!
Oh, for goodness sake! As I kept pressing the summoning device, the giant beast froze in its pursuit. It was as if it knew that the device that had kept it subjugated was broken. It turned away from my brother and paid attention to me. It came across and it sniffed at the remote. And then its eyes lit up and its head reared back. And it knew, of course, there was no longer under its control.
The device is broken! You're free! Get out of here!
No, what are you doing, you stupid creature? I am your master. You belong to me.
Quick as a flash, Dennis chopped onto his master and dragged him away to our mountains, knocking over flammable liquid that set the entire place ablaze!
The whole valley place is on fire! The exit's this way, Mr. Holmes. This is, come on! Knees up, knees up!
Wait, we need to talk about your coping mechanisms!
Oh, come on!
I noticed that Derek left the boat in a secluded lagoon as we were walking up the staircase!
He eventually arrived at the boat dock just as the plumes of smoke covered up and obscured their residence. And now the fire was reaching to destroy the nearby jungle.
Man, we destroy everything we see in our path.
We're all set, Mr. Holmes. Ready to head home.
Indeed we shall, but before we go, gentlemen, swear to me you will never speak of this to another living soul.
But of the dead, how on earth will we explain that?
Oh, well, we'll just say the ship was hit by an iceberg on its maiden voyage. Highly unlikely, I know, but at least we'll explain why we couldn't identify any of the remains.
Seems rather far-fetched.
No more far-fetched of what actually happened.
So, are we agreed? Then we are bound by this gentleman. Rat Pact! Cast off, Inspector.
Right you are, Mr. Holmes.
Brother mine, I have one last request. Could you write up a detailed journal entry of this entire evening and please pass it on to Watson for preservation? Fulfill the role of chronicler this time round. Because even though the world is not yet ready for the giant world of Sumatra, rat of Sumatra, the rat world, we don't want to become a rat world. I just created a song. Because the world is not yet ready for the giant rat of Sumatra, maybe one day, hopefully, it will.
2 sets of walls, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you.
And so, dear reader of my first and hopefully last ever journal, to you, Dr. John Watson, I now hand over the burden to hold the truth of what happened that night. Oh, my cab has arrived, complete with Spanish horses. And so, I have endured all that I loathe about being outside in order to maintain the truth of this world. All okay? Very good. And now, the burden of this truth is onto you. You are an exclusive member of this club. More exclusive than my dear Diogenes Club. This is a club entirely located, slam, in Baker Street.